Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for subscribing. For the new members, karibuni sana. And for you who have not subscribed, kindly consider doing so. So, on to part 2 of my life experience video. But before maybe I go to that, I would like to answer some questions that came up in my DM from different people. People are asking whether I was in a wedding gown. Guys, that was not even a wedding. I cannot call it so. So, as I said in my previous video, no premarital counseling was done, no rorashio had been done, no wedding gown had been bought. So, me, when I was going to church, I thought it was an engagement. That is simply how I can conclude it. I thought it was an engagement where we were to let people know that we are dating, because it was not to be done in the dark. It was to be in the limelight. Yeah, so that is it. I was not in a wedding gown, guys. And there are also some things that I would like maybe to mention. I think it is important if I did before I proceed, or now after the guy when he came hot happened. So there, at some point in my marriage, I got afraid, and I started feeling like I wasn't ready to even parent with this kind of person, because he had started showing a lot of red flags that I never thought would come my way. This guy alifika point hadi akaanza, not even akaanza, I think they were in communication with the mother of his 2 kids. It's only that Mimi, I was in the darkness. And I knew that after a certain instance where we were involved in a car accident. Mimi kwa scene, instead of sympathizing with the person mwenye tumegonga, actually he was the one who was driving. Instead of sympathizing with that, ako hapo, yeye ni picha tu anapiga gari. And a day later, I came to realize that those photos were sent to now that woman, the mother of his kids. I asked him, why did you send these photos to that woman? And he was there trying to justify himself. Nilikuwa nataka watoto waonyeshwe. That is what he said. Guys, ebu tell me, even if you were together with your wife and you get involved in an accident, would you take those photos, sending them to your kids? Is that not traumatizing your kids? Me, I thought that was not a good reason. And I told him that is not how things should be. But because he's used to manipulating me, he ended up complicating the issue and concluding I am the one with a problem. As he always said, I was always the person in the wrong in everything. Hata kungefanyika nini, I was always on the wrong. So Mimi, he happened to tell me one day, take this phone, take my phone, go to WhatsApp, forward this message to this person. And as I was forwarding that message, that's when now I saw those photos. And not only those, even when he was in quarantine, like I mentioned in the previous videos, wakifanyiwa hizo PCR test, he would take those photos and send, all in the name of he was sending to the kids. Me, I saw things are not going as they should. I had no problem with him talking to the kids. I had no problem of him buying gifts to the kids. But I told him this is not healthy. He never listened to me. So I talked to a mom from his side, a friend of ours. And I told her, Mom, this is what is happening. Kindly talk to so-and-so, because I feel this is not healthy at all. And she was like, hey, how could he do that? How could he send photos of an accident scene to the wife, to the ex-wife, so that she could show the kids? It is not right. So after being told, of course, he had his own ways of getting out of a situation, and that was done. Na ikaisha hivyo. So, kidogo now, a few days later, we had another incident. He took my phone. He was going through my phone. I don't know for what reasons. I don't know what he was looking for, but I had no problem anyway, since there was nothing I was hiding. And so there is this mechanic, a friend of his, alikuwa amenipea namba yake, akaniambia when I'm away this person will be helping you with car issues, mechanical issues, so to call them. So I was like, it's okay, let me save his number in case I need him. So I was told it's okay. And by the way, that is the relationship I had with that guy. If I had a car crackdown or any puncture or anything that maybe I wouldn't manage, I was calling that guy to give me a go ahead on what to do. And he was a good friend also. So because he had my number now and I had his, one particular day after going out with my girl, tukaeka statuses. And among zile picha niliweka was one when we were doing now when now we were on our way to the place that we were visiting. I think we were going to Machakos or something. So the guy now texts me in WhatsApp and he's like, hey, next time don't leave me, inakaa hiyo road trip yenu ilishika sana. And jokingly I said, yeah, I will let you know. And then the guy tells me, even if it's kuwekwa kwa boot, mi niko sawa. Nikaambia jamaa wangu, don't worry, I got you. So now the guy finds this kind of conversation, and instead of even asking me why maybe I am allowing this person to chat with me or something of the sort, he takes his phone and calls that guy. Hey, my friend, the kind of insults, the kind of words and names that he was called. Boy, I pity that guy up to today. Alipewa msomo, yani akiitwa the K word in Embu hadi nikamhurumia. So me, I met him in the middle of the conversation and I was like, who is this you are calling and you are so angry? And he was there telling me, why does so and so not respect you? You are my wife. I was like, yeah, I am, but there's nothing. He just saw my photos and said that he would like to accompany us for our next road trip. And he was so mad and then started now victimizing me. I'm entertaining men. I don't know. I was like, which men am I entertaining? Because I told him to accompany us for the next, and actually it was in chat, not that tumeenda insecurity issues. So we solved that, na hiyo ikakuja ikaisha. So here came now another instance yenye now nilifeel hapana, hii nyumba yenye tulikuwa tunajenga, nikaenda nikitoanisha ile tu kupanga because we wanted to nyumba iwekwe tiles na nini. So nikienda kutoanisha nikapata vitu huko za a woman. So nikamwambia, hii nyumba na hata hatujaingia, why do you have this kind of things? I understand you have a past, but see, you get rid of your past. I also have my past. Ebu assume that I came with things za my ex kwako. Would you be happy? Akaniambia hapana. That became an issue. Because I've just told him, either he gives the things away, because kama wenyewe hawazitaki, where are they going to be taken? I don't want them yani to be in the house. And it's not that I felt insecure or something. I just felt, anyway, if it is done, it is done, and that should be it. So akaniambia, oh wewe, you like commanding me, anganini. And then he started calling me ati mimi najifanyanga najua sana. I was like, me, this kind of things are getting too much. Nikamwambia hapana, ebu deal with this ama uniambie then what you want. He started now accusing me because I did family planning, which I will explain why I did it. That it has affected my metabolism. What kind of an argument is that? Ni sijawahi sikia hiyo. So nikasema, hii imekuwa ngumu. So nikatoa zile vitu, nikaziweka kwa nini moja. Nikamwambia, anyway, if you find it fit for you to remove them here, to take them somewhere else, you will do it. Na hiyo ikakuja, ikaisha hivyo. So me, out of all these insecurities, nikaona, this is not somebody I should trust so much with my life. And so I decided, let me ask him on about maybe parenting issues. So nikamuuliza, we had decided we want to get this number of kids. When do you think we should get them? Akaniambia, me, I don't have a problem. Even if we first stay like that, God will bless us later. And I was like, but you know, we cannot just do like that. And he told me it's okay, then I will avoid now to get maybe them later. I was like, it's okay. But then from that point, nothing happened. And I felt it's my life after all. Because I'm not certain about the behavior of this person, let me go and do the family planning on my own. So I went and did. Now, after realizing that is what I had done, 3 days later, he started now accusing me of doing things behind his back, which, okay, fine, maybe I was wrong, but he contributed to whatever happened. So he started now accusing me how I've become into an attitude, as he said it, ati from the time niliekwa hiyo kitu. I was there telling him, if attitude yangu imekuja because of that, what of all the other women outside here who are on family planning? Si basi wangekuwa wakionyesha kila mtu ma attitude. Nikamwambia that's not the case, because even after I get my first child, I'll still need it. But still, I want us to first address these issues, because I have realized you are in touch na huyo mwingine, and this is what you are doing, and I'm not happy about it, na nikikwambia unanikasirikia. That was another story. Drama happened, kelele zikaanza. Okay, I'm a peaceful person, vile mimi najijua. And kuna point inafikanga ukinipigia kelele sana, I prefer walking away, because staki tufikishane point, I start maybe uttering words that I will come to regret baadaye. So I remember that night, nikitoka, nikienda in another house. We had 2 different houses, the one that we were constructing and another one that was temporary there. So mi nikatoka hiyo temporary, nikaingia hii ingine, nikamwambia let me go sleep here if we cannot talk and agree. Akaniambia toka, usidare huko, hiyo nyumba ni yangu, mimi nimejenga. Okay? Nikashindwa, hii ni nyumba yenye pia mimi I am contributing towards its construction, because I remember giving even some amount to weke tiles. I remember even involving Jamara Interiors to come and do a certain gypsum unit for me as a surprise, by the way. Hakuwa hata anajua there is something of the sort nafanya. Alikuja kuiona, of which alizoea kuona makosa. Aliona tu makosa, ukasemekana finally hata itatolewa or anything. That's a story for another day. I don't have an issue with that. So huyu jamaa amekuja amenitoa now in that house, ameniambia hata huko kama silali kwenye narara, hata huko nisifanye nini, nisiingie. I was like, it's okay, if that's what you want, fine. I went now to the room where he was. Kelele zitaisha. 1 hour imeisha, mtu bado anaongea, mtu bado anakwambia. Na saa hiyo ni maneno yenye you are made to feel so inferior. You are made to feel so useless. Yani ingekuwa mtu mwenye akona a soft nini, hata kujichukia ungejichukia. And I almost got there after we went to Dubai, by the way. But I thank God anyway. So mi kwenda kurudi kelele haziishi. So that day I decided let me walk out, nimwache. Akanizuia kwa mlango, hataki nitoke. Nikamwambia then acha basi tunyamaze, hii story tutadili nayo okay kesho. He doesn't want to hear me. Mimi nikakasirika sasa, nikaenda kwa suitcase yangu, I took 2 dresses, nikaput kwa handbag, nikaenda kutoka. Akanizuia kutoka. Kabisa. So I managed to escape because this is what I did. Nilitoka bila simu, nikatoka bila sweater. I just walked out. So he never thought maybe kuna mahali nimeenda. So after I walked out, I just went to the gate, nikafungua na nikatoka. Nikiwa kwa barabara tu, ilikuwa around 3:30 hapo usiku. Sasa nikasema instead of being in the house yenye haina amani, I would rather be outside where yes there is danger but I'm at peace. So I went to a nearby clinic that is over there, and I just sat there. There's a friend of mine and a sister-in-law who was working in that clinic. So I went and explained to her what has happened. So she gave me her sweater and we stayed there. She was on night shift. So we stayed and we started talking, and that was it. Do you know, this guy ended up following me up, but because after suspecting where I would be and making calls to those people, he was told that I'm not there. He decided to go to one of my friend's place at night now to ask her whether she had seen me. After he went, Can you imagine him asking the lady whether anajua kampango kangu kanakuanga kagani? And this is your hubby. Na hajawahi kushika. But he's there uttering such words. So because I was told that a day after by that lady, after she told me, I started asking myself, how can somebody, if he is clean, how can he start just thinking about you having affairs outside and he has no evidence? So that was another red flag. And I told now the lady was telling me, you, when he asks you of anything, don't disclose of my whereabouts. So I called my mom. I told her this is what happened. Na mimi nimetoka niko kwa a certain clinic. Akaniambia it's okay. You'd rather be outside but safe other than being in the house and you don't know what might happen anytime because somebody claims to be angry. Mimi ikakuja, we talked with a parent from his side, na ikakuja na ikaisha. Then sasa tukakaka, ikafika point now he has come so that we are now making arrangements on now going to Dubai. So mimi nikamuuliza, okay, we are going finally. How am I going to leave the shop? He told me, what we are going to do, my sister is going to look at your business. After your business, sorry. So I was like, but do you think that's wise to do? He was like, yeah. She has been looking after my mother's business from sijui what time. So sikutaka kubishana. I never had much issues with that, the sister managing the shop, because at the end of it all, I would be going to work and so I would get some cash to be able to finance the business. And so we agreed and settled on that. I'm leaving the shop under the sister's management. When I come back, nitakuja kuendeleza. And that was it. So now, the following day, after we agreed on that, after seeing to it that everything, after even bringing my reasons of not going, it's still not been taken lightly, I gave in. And so we now made arrangements on how we would go to the registrar's office, and so that we can proceed with the other arrangements. So we went, and from outside, not even from an office, we signed some documents, which hadi wa leo mimi siwezi kuambia document ilikuwa ya nini. So we signed, and then a few days later, permit for us to travel together was given, and so I was good to go. And so the day now finally comes after making the necessary arrangements, and we have to go. And so we leave the country and took our flight, which was at 2 a.m. And after going, we arrived in Dubai the following morning, around 6:30 there. And I must say I was happy. Dubai was amazing. It's a beautiful country. And yeah, we got there. I got to be taken to a few places the first few days. I relaxed and everything, and I felt I was now good to go. After a few days, I'm waiting for me now to be given information on the job, but nobody is telling me. So I decided to ask, okay, I came, I've relaxed, everything is set. So what about the job? Am I still waiting for the offer letter? And the guy laughs. And I'm like, why are you laughing? Oh, see, you had told me that I was waiting for an offer letter. And so that's when now he tells me there is no job. And I quote him, he said, tulikoniwa. Hey, I'm in shock. So I'm like, how and when? So he avoids giving me much details, but then concludes with a statement saying, nilifikiria mimi ni mjanja sana. But he knew if he would have told me that they were conned, so hakuna kazi, I wouldn't have accepted to go with him. Well, that was bad. It pained me, but anyway, I had to absorb it. So guys, stay tuned for more on this. Thank you for watching. Until next time, when I will be bringing you the other part of my story of what happened after now getting to know that they were conned, but life has to go on anyway, and I'm in a new country. Thank you so much. God bless you. Until next time, adios.